And we're live. Cowboy. Oh, there we go. It's about time.
It's about time.
Oh. My Hollywood and Vine. Bam, 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 with the top lip back when the fun in.
I even put Velcro on my breeze.
It's ridiculous. All right, there we go. Well, good morning. 7-Eleven, Brock Hunter.
Morning, what's up?
You ass. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Hey, don't forget, we are streaming now. Join us live on Twitch, the WIRX Facebook page, and, of course, the Plan B Morning Show YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to that as well so you don't miss out on the web-exclusive content, including, and I'm not going to forget it today, your Discover New Music Monday and the After Show podcast web exclusive. So with that said, is anything you need to add before we start? Am I missing out on something?
No, you're not missing anything.
What?
I kind of want to tell my massage story.
You want to do that right now?
Should I?
I mean, you said it's a good one.
All right, real quick.
Yeah, we got the time. Whatever.
Real quick. Okay, let me kick this off by saying, if the ladies that are doing the massage is listening, this has nothing to do with them. The place is awesome. I will continue going to this place if you know where I go to get a massage. I love it, and it's great. But that being said, the worst, my worst nightmare getting a massage happened. My last massage, and not to me. Thank you, baby Jesus. So halfway through the massages, all right, you flip over and they start working on your calves and like different spots. You know, you need to flip over. So they hold the sheet up, you flip over, right? And the rooms aren't individual rooms; they're divided by curtains, so you can kind of hear the other masseuse, the other people walk in, walk out, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
This lady across from me, she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna lift the sheet. You're gonna flip over, and blah." And it's another older lady, and I think really old, like pretty old, right?
We're talking in our 70s?
Probably maybe older.
80s?
Sweet old lady. Yeah.
Sweet old lady getting a massage.
Okay. She lifts, I can hear her kind of lift the sheet up. And I'm not exaggerating. This lady turns over and so at this point, my masseuse is rubbing my calf. And much like your wife, when something happens around you, like you're at a movie or somebody does something, and she grabs your leg because you can't say anything, she just kind of grabs it hard. You know, that's what this masseuse did to me. As she was massaging my calf, this old lady, and I mean, lets one out, man.
Yeah, okay, here.
That goes.
Here. I want to know, before we continue, I want you to see what the closest fart is. Here we go. I knew this fart app was going to come in handy again. Okay. Did it sound like this?
Kind of, but longer and louder.
Okay. What about?
That was better. That was closer.
Okay. Wait.
That might be the best one.
There's still plenty more farts we got to get through.
This is fresh in my brain, too.
This one ain't it.
Too short.
Too short. Okay.
Yeah, too short.
Oh, here.
Ooh. I don't think it had the high part at the end. I don't remember the high.
What about that one? That's a two-tone fart.
No, not the two-tone.
Oh, it wasn't a wet fart.
No, she didn't leave the room.
Okay, what about this one?
Too short.
Ooh. You want me to do that one?
Ooh. That might be it.
But longer, maybe?
A little bit longer and more embarrassing.
That's pretty good. You know what? I've had this fart app on my phone for years, and it's finally come in handy on a story. Okay, so you're there, you're getting the massage, everyone's being professional.
You know,
old lady rips
everybody in this building could could hear it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So as it happens, the masseuse goes, and she grabs my leg. And as soon as she does that, I mean, it took everything in the world, Brock, for me not to just cry laughing. I have never laughed so hard in my life without making a noise.
Oh my
It
God. I
was
love
a
it.
challenge, man. I left it as soon as I got out of the place. And I knew she was right there with me, man. We
Yeah.
were on the same page. I had my eyes closed. We weren't looking at it. I didn't see her, but I knew that she was the whole time.
You know what? That's probably why you're sore from holding in that laugh. You just got, that's a good way to toss a rib, man.
Man, I'm telling you, I was tearing up.
So did the little old lady, and bless her heart, okay?
Oh,
it's natural.
part of the story. So when she does it, right?
Wait.
She finishes, right?
All right.
Oops.
Oh, did she say oops?
In the sweetest old lady voice ever.
She's
oops.
Sounded like Rose when she drops the heart of the ocean back into the oh.
It's like, man, here's the bad. She had to roll over on her stomach too. So now the masseuse, usually, you know what's the first thing you do? My masseuse anyway, when they roll over, they do the glute, the side of the butt.
Yeah.
Man.
I wonder. And look, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but that old lady fart probably wasn't the best.
No, it wasn't probably the cleanest. Just saying. Man.
Well, hey, props to everyone keeping it professional, and to the sweet little old lady who might be listening. Look, it's natural. We're not judging you. Farts are funny to us. We love it. Let it rip. I wish it would have happened to you, though.
Together, man.
I wish it would have happened to you. That would have been better.
It would have. That's why I was like, man,
this poor little old lady.
Was it me this time? Yes.
Was there candles lit at the time?
You know what's funny is I saw my masseuse out later at a place we were eating at, and it took everything for me not to go up there and be like, hey,
about that fart.
You know exactly what I'm up here for. Like, about that. Like, how often does that happen? Does it happen a lot?
It's got to happen daily. You're in a relaxed area. You're sitting in positions that you're not usually sitting. You know what I mean? I bet you they get farted in. Their faces get farted in. Probably. It's got to be
part of the gig. Pink eyes is
part
of the gig.
Every masseuse has just raging pink eye all the time. You know? All the time.
Probably the same thing with chiropractors too. Every time.
Same thing. Well, that would be wait. Do the.
Be like, all right, I'm gonna pop your back. Ready? Okay, I'm gonna take a break.
Oh, dude, get my back, would you? Get my back.
Back. 1, 2, 3. Damn.
All right, so
you come back tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow.
You'll come back tomorrow.
Lay off the milk tonight. Come back. We'll finish tomorrow.
Well, hey, you know what, Hunter? Props to you for keeping it together, not embarrassing that little old lady more.
When she grabbed my calf like that, like your wife does, you know, like, oh my God, that really just happened. Like she grabbed your leg real hard, you know.
You know, it's a good thing you didn't go, why are you grabbing my calf so hard? Shut up. God, what? See, that's the problem is that I always miss the subtlety of my wife, like grabbing my hand or I'm like,
what?
Why are you? What are you? What is there something happening that I need to see?
Yes.
Shut up! Look over there. Oh, well, one more for good measure to enters Hunter's massage fart story.
1, 2, 3.
Oops.
Oops.
We love you, little old lady. All right. Well, hey, you still got what? 37 massages, so it still could happen to you. Give it time.
First for everything, though. And it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. I thought for sure. Over under. There's some people that lost some money on that bet right there.
You know, I'm a gassy man.
All right. Well, before Hunter lets one rip here on his massage, we got to keep her moving here, folks. It's time for your morning dump. Also, to my wife who said my fart app was stupid. Joke's on you. All right. I used it like crazy. I'm not deleting it.
Full usage this morning.
You'd never know. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777. Or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it. Big day today, Hunter. special day.
Mhm.
It's National Kickball Day today. That's right. To celebrate and play the beloved game of your childhood. God, it's hard to beat a good
isn't
game of
that fun?
kickball.
The day after, we could have been playing kickball all week. It snows.
That's right.
Am I going to play kickball? No.
What is so appealing about kickball? Like, even as an adult now, like, I would love to play a game of kick. Is it the sound? Is that why? Because everyone can kick a ball.
Can do it. Everybody knows how to play. You played it in gym class. The ball makes that ding, that weird echo noise.
I think that's for
satisfying.
That's for me the sound when you get that toe into that ball perfectly and that sound. Oh.
See, do you toe it or you instep it?
I toe it. I toe it every time, which is risky.
I toe that ball. I think it's a toe
well because ball. You know why? You're trying to impress Becky and the rest of the girls sitting on the bench over there, and you're like, I'm gonna kick this over the fence. I'm gonna kick the. Oh, hey, no, you might want to back up.
Keep moving back.
Keep moving back. Then it goes off the side of your toe and ends up in the. Damn it!
Starts rolling on the ground. Oh, foul ball.
He bounced it. He bounced it too much on the roll in. It's too much of a bounce. Can't bounce it.
What is that ball? That's a ball that. It's a kickball. It also doubles as a 4-square ball. We used to use that for 4
I think it was a 4-square. It was very similar.
Was it where you throw it in the big thing and it has like 3 openings?
Actually, you know what? That's so funny. This is real. And I know people are going to say, whatever, Brock, you're making this up. I remember one time, and this was back in elementary school, okay? One of my earlier memories. And we had those, right? The big, like you said, the big circle thing.
Big basket, and you throw it in there. It's got 3 openings, you know?
And you got to catch it, see if it comes to you.
Yeah.
We were playing kickball. I kicked one. It went in to one of those baskets. That's
what Becky said. What Becky said.
Oh, my God. Did you see him kick that ball? It went in the basket. Of course, you felt like a rock star. You were talking about it. Yeah, it's so hot. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So hot.
Nobody ever.
Did you see how he kicked that ball so
hard? No, they were
hard?
pissed because it got stuck up in the
damn it. I think it did because it was too big. It wouldn't go down. It was bigger than a basketball. Way to go, Brock. Oh, whatever. Hey, Becky, did you see that kick? Oh, my God. It's so hot. He kicks that ball. And also, too, what's that sound? Because it's a different sound off your foot as it is when it smokes someone in the face.
Oh, it does, yeah.
What's that noise?
Like forms to your face, too. It's one of those balls.
It goes around.
Yeah, you tasted iron after that, you know.
Always that time on the playground where the ball comes off your foot perfectly. Time slows down.
The pitcher never held air either. Well, it's the ball that never held air. You always had to inflate them, you know?
Yep. Sitting there.
They'd always get lost in the woods. Or, dude, you know how many balls you can get if you went on top of the school?
Oh, my God.
Probably hundreds of those balls on top of the school.
You get the kickballs and then those frisbees that were real popular back in the day that were hollow and they were like Nerf. Oh, yeah. You know those? Yeah. Why did you always try and throw those as hard as you could?
Yeah.
Every time. And impress Becky.
Right on top of the school. Damn it.
Yep.
Get the janitor up there.
But so if you get a chance, why don't you act like a kid? All right, go play a little kickball. Okay.
Let's get a game going.
Let's do it.
Let's do a WIRX kickball tournament.
I love it. We can do it back in the back by the tower. Oh, we could.
We could.
That'd be great.
Get a keg. We'll get a sponsor. You know, we'll
your team versus my team. Is that what we'll do?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I like it.
It should be more than that, though, man. I think a lot of people want to play kickball.
Also, say we'll get teams, and of my team versus your team, and we're gonna effing work you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Those stumpy legs. You're gonna kick.
These are better for kickball.
Are they?
These are better for. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I don't know. I think I know a little bit about centrifugal force, and stumpiness isn't
scientifically proven. These legs are much better. Okay, what would you rather hit something with? A nice thick log or a skinny branch? Huh? You'd rather hit it with a log.
I mean, it's a good point, I guess.
Right? All right.
You got the analogy, though. I mean,
that's the analogy. All right.
Your stumpy little leg. All right, I guess I'll be kicked in the shin or something. But
yeah, do you want a long, skinny baseball bat, or do you want that big red bat? Big red bat, long, skinny bat. Yeah, watch out. Watch out. It's like kicking a ball with a log.
I'm going to have Pat McAfee on my team.
Oh, perfect. He shouldn't be allowed. Any professional.
You picked up Vinatieri? What?
Actually, you know what? Let's go back to our conversation that we've had. All right. Fastball to the calf from Randy Johnson.
Oh, no.
A a perfect spiral to the face from Brett Favre,
Okay.
or like what, a stomach shot with a kickball from like Vinatieri or Pat McAfee.
Oh,
That would just you look like that guy from the Sum 40 or not the Matchbox 20 album cover, the cannonball guy.
Yeah, isn't that how Houdini died? He got a Vinatieri kickball to the stomach.
I think so. I think it was. Yes, if I remember correctly, that's how he died. That's how Houdini died. It's written down. A kickball to the stomach. Anyway, National Kickball Day. Go have fun.
Nice.
Go have fun. All right. What about this? We'll do one more on this. According to a new study, men with a higher sex drive are 69% less likely to die young than those with a lower sex drive. Researchers in Japan concluded that it's not necessarily a lack of sex that is causing some men to die young. Instead, a lack of interest in sex could be a sign of an unhealthy lifestyle, such as obesity or other chronic diseases, which, of course, could result in guys dying at a younger age. The study didn't break too much new ground, as a healthy sex life has long been linked to positive mental and physical health, with experts suggesting couples do the mattress mambo once or twice a week, or even more if they got the stamina for such rigorous actions. So really, it's not, I don't think.
It's just a little workout. You're working out 3 times a week.
So they're just tacking it on. It's almost like they're like, hey, we got to get in the news. So what can we say? Let's talk about sex. Let's say that guys with higher sex drive, but it's just painting with broad strokes. Basically, if you have a healthier lifestyle, you're probably having sex more, which means you're living longer because of the healthy lifestyle.
It's a full circle here,
right?
You know, I mean, you have a better sex drive because you're healthy.
Yeah.
And your hormones and your testosterone's there, blah, blah, blah. It's just round and round we go. It's a snowball effect. If you're healthy, you're going to live longer. You're going to have more sex.
Yeah. That's all it is, right? Yeah. If you're a Chad, all right. If you're a Chad, all right. Alpha male, lone wolf, all right. I get it done. It done. Yeah, that seems pretty basic. Pretty basic.
Not much of a study.
What about a married guy, all right, who masturbates a lot? Does that count or no?
I feel like you're talking about somebody. I think
I'm speaking in generalities here. What about a
friend wanted to know?
What about a married guy who vigorously masturbates a lot? All right.
What about a married guy that does morning radio?
What about a married guy who's like 5'8"? All right.
Oddly specific, but
blue eyes, nice auburn hair. What if
he's dying young.
What if he masturbates vigorously? All right. Which actually, okay, now not to go too deep in, but let's say you're not having sex, all right, but you really getting into it, all right.
I mean, it's kind of the same juices, right?
I think so.
Probably not the same though, because you're sharing it with somebody else. There's a connection there.
There's a connection, maybe the heart rate, the emotion.
There's not real emotion when you're watching, Stormy Daniels on Pornhub. You don't have the connection.
All right, Hallmark Channel with the love and the connect. Oh my God.
Well,
was this
probably right?
Some kind of like what's that author? I can't think of his name. The guy who wrote The Notebook. What are you? That guy? Huh? With all your love and emotion? No, it's about the connection. Shut up. Ridiculous.
Well,
anyway, all right. Well, look, if you want to live longer, apparently just have more sex. Have more sex. Should we talk about anything? I mean, I do. I got a ton of stuff, but I don't know if we got the time for it.
Here's the thing. You want to take a break, or do you just want to talk about this and go right into sports?
Why don't we just do one more, and then we'll go into sports. Sound good? More Americans are buying caskets online to save money. Think about it. Once you're in the ground, does it really matter? The average cost of a funeral in our country is $10,000.
Wow.
And a casket can account for at least 21% of that number. Now, online casket companies are seeing a boom in business, mainly because of inflation, and funeral homes can mark up the cost of caskets up to 400%. You can even buy a casket on Amazon. And yes, a funeral home must honor your purchase, even if you didn't make it through them.
Wow.
So, question, does that mean I could build my own casket? Does the funeral home? What are the rules on that?
Dude. Hey, let's come up with a casket app.
Let me this.
First off, pick your color. All right. I kind of like red. I like burgundy. That's good. I like that. All right. You like gold trim? No. Seems expensive. What kind of bedding do you like? Do you like soft? Do you like a firm, mattress? Do you want a Tempur-Pedic? What kind of pillows do you like?
See, why are there pillows and caskets? Isn't that wild?
You want a kink neck, when you're dead.
You're already stiff. Ooh, feel the velvet in this one. I'm
Isn't
dead.
that just weird? People sitting in their own casket shopping.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Or no? No, I don't want to lay in it. I'm not gonna know what I'm. You don't know. Why are you laying in this casket to see if it's comfortable? It's
got to be a mentality thing. Like a thing like it. So it helps you accept the fact that you're gonna die. So maybe you just feel a little bit better. Like, oh, I'm gonna have this nice casket.
Oh, you're healthy enough to go to the place to get in the casket to lay down to talk to the person.
You know, it hasn't always been. I want to meet the first guy who, because back in the day, the Undertaker. All right, you're thinking about, back in the Wild West, you got a shootout. You always, you had that Undertaker there on the main strip. All right, and he had his little pine wood caskets that he made up. That's all it was before. And then at some point, we were like, no, we got to dress these up a little bit. Some guy was like, you know what? I'm gonna con these people into
exactly. That's exactly what it was. There was a guy at some point that made up something like, these things need to be sealed, and it's not cheap to do that. And we probably should encase them in concrete. We should do this, do that, and I'm gonna start selling these things at $12,000 a pop. You know what you're doing?
Yeah,
you're banking off people's emotion.
Yeah,
it's much like the baby business. People are gonna buy everything for the babies because they love
or dogs
so
or
people are gonna
pets.
buy the casket because they love their relative. It's a tough time.
Yep.
$21,000 for that one. She loved gold.
Think about your grandma, though. Think about it.
She loved gold.
Do you want her to show up in heaven in a Cadillac or a Pinto?
You burn me up. You don't even put me in an expensive urn. And when you're going down the road, you take the top off and just let it blow around.
You know what? I'm gonna be stuck behind that when that happens. I'm gonna have to
windows open.
What the hell is going on?
Tastes like
what the someone. Ash and a cigarette? No, it's Hunter flying out the window.
Hunter flying around. You know what? It's just the whole thing around it.
It's wild. I did look up. Can you be buried in a homemade casket? Yes, in most cases you can be buried in. Dude, I'm making my own casket. I'm making my own casket. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna paint flames on it.
It's the sickest casket I've ever. It's a wooden casket with crammed on some flames.
You know what? It's gonna look like a Pinewood Derby car. It's gonna look like a middle schooler's Pinewood Derby car.
Oh, and you know what you do? You have them sit you up too with like a helmet on, those goggles, right? You put some wheels on the casket.
I mean, if they can't say no.
Absolutely. Hey, can you hairspray my hair like it's blowing in the wind?
And then make my face like
he was flying.
Yeah. It's my funeral, bitch. I'm doing it, man. I love it. Yeah.
Haul ass.
Yep.
That's funny, dude. Why not?
So why not? Exactly.
Hey, it's not much more creepy than put him in a box and having to walk up to him and stare at him and bye.
Yep.
Why do I have to do this?
We all say the same thing when we walk up to a casket. Oh, they look good. Really don't. They're dead. Like, I don't want people to no. Yeah.
Dead. You're just saying that because you're trying to make me feel better because I'm sitting here looking at a dead body.
Yeah, we
don't know what to say.
We need to flip the script, all right? We need to change it because we've been doing the same old weird thing for way too long. Yeah.
Seriously. I've only done it a few times and I've avoided it a few times.
Yeah.
I haven't gone because I'm like, I'm done with that. Every time I'm like, it's going to open their eyes. It's going to move. Something's going to move. That. I just can't get that thought out of my head. I'm supposed to be paying respects. I'm supposed to be sitting here.
Then you feel bad because
paying respects. But all I can think about, Brock, is that he's going to twitch. That he's going to wink at me or something, man.
Why do you got a stick in your hand? I'm going to poke that dead body just to make sure. This is my funeral stick. It's my funeral poking stick.
Nightmare fuel I could think of. There are a lot of things that freak me out. But if that thing just stood up.
What about this? Can I just put me in a hefty bag?
There you go.
Hefty. Right? Just
give me now.
Yeah, one of those, and get one of those scented garbage bags. Just put me in one of there, right? I mean, is that count? Is that okay? That's got to be fine, right?
No, you could fit in a little Martin's bag if you want.
Oh yeah, could I? A little Oh, the grocery bag? Is that what you're saying?
Did you just clean up after your dog? No, it's Brock.
Oh, you feel good about that, huh? You're a real son of a bitch.
Couple of turds in there? Nope. Well,
Nope.
kinda.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. He could say he was that way. You're a real bastard. You know what?
Sorry.
I can't wait for you to die. You know where your ashes are going? Right down the toilet. That's where I'm going. Right there. Right down the toilet.
You know what? You
Like
can
a
put me in an umbrella bag. You know,
Don't try and make me feel better with that, all right?
I'm not
You're
trying
skinny.
to.
You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Anyway. All right. Well, build your own casket, save some money, and and put me in a Walmart bag. Walmart. At least do me right and make it a Walmart.
I'll be right with a Walmart bag. Hey,
like when you're what?
Paper or plastic?
Yeah, plastic, of course. All right, because that way you can tie like when you clean out your car and you always have that rogue grocery bag in there, and you just put the cups and the papers in there, and then you tie it, and then you throw it in the garbage can at the gas station. All right, just do that. Just put me in a plastic Walmart bag. All right, that's your morning dump. We'll be back.
We probably should just.
All right.
Probably should just go right into sports, man.
Yeah, we got stop set and we'll go right into it. So, well, yeah, it's 7:36 probably.
Yeah, right.
All right, we just got about. Oh Jesus, we still got 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
Yes.
How long do you think that was?
16 minutes.
25.
Damn, that was 25 minutes. No,
Yeah.
we didn't start. Damn, it's 7:37.
Yeah, well, your massage fart story.
I am.
So yeah, I mean, I don't want to tell you keep sports quick, but
I only got one story I want to talk about anyway, and it's a good story. So. Trying to think of anything over the weekend, man, but it was pretty mellow. I've golfed Friday and Saturday. Oh, the boat, dude. Yeah, let me tell you about the boat real quick.
Did you take it out or no?
No. So we went on Dustin's boat, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I jinxed you guys.
And man, so it was the first time they took it out. When he said that, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, no. First time, first. And
yeah.
He's like, yeah, this first one. I'm like, no, this is. I remember my first time. I mean, it's not, but his first time with his boat. And luckily, Adam is a boat genius, dude. But the starter, man, it just wouldn't. It would turn over, obviously, with the muffs on in the water, in the tub. Yep. But you put load on it, it's different. Carbs adjust, Sure enough, man, that thing wouldn't crank over, and he ended up burning the starter out. But I'm like, dude, I'm not going out 200 feet. Kidding me, man? How do I break the news?
Start paddling.
All right.
All righty. Good morning. 7:39. Brock Hunter. All right. Before we get to sports, real quick though, I do need to mention this. Because I told people I was going to talk about it, and this is like the only time I think we have because we're already tight on time. Incarceration is coming up, and you can be there. Here's what you need to do, okay? All this week, we're going to have the incarceration word of the day. Score 500 points every day this week. That's 10 extra entries each day for our frequent rockers, all right? Text the word of the day to 269-925-9479. Again, our frequent rockers, you should have that number in your phone anyways, because that's how you rate songs. But all this week, we're going to give you incarceration keywords, words of the day, which are going to get you more points, which are going to hopefully get you closer to winning those 3-day general admission passes to incarceration.
Don't miss out. It's gonna be badass, man. Dude. It's something you're going to want to be a part of, that's for sure.
Limp Bizkit, Pantera, Slipknot, so many more. So your incarceration word of the day, again, that you need to text to 269-925-9479 is duality. Duality. Like the Slipknot. Like the
One of my
Slipknot
favorite
song.
songs, too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That song is awesome.
So again, make sure you do that duality. Okay. It's only good for today. We'll have new words tomorrow and the rest of the week. Frequent rockers, do that now. Get those points. And who knows, you could be going to incarceration in Ohio. Of course, want to say thank you to In the Flesh Tattoo Parlor, badass women-owned and operated tattoo parlor. Make sure you get a hold of them. Book your appointment with Audrey Danger or Hollywood. So again, duality to 269-925-9479. Keep listening for more keywords and keep rating songs, and you could win. All right, let's do it now. Sports. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweiser's, other great drinks. Remember, drink responsibly with Bud Distributing.
Absolutely. You know, I promised you a Russell Wilson story, so here you go, man. This is golf, pro football, motorsports, slash what? A little more than a year ago, Brock, quarterback Russell Wilson, traded from the Seattle Seahawks to the Denver Broncos, putting it real mildly. It's been a rough year.
Yeah.
Pretty rough year for Russell. I think we all can agree on that. Played poorly last season, and his head coach was fired. Wilson is back in the news, or at least the spotlight. Seems he flipped the golf cart into a bunker at a golf course over the weekend.
Russell Wilson did?
Yes. Unless we're being tricked by the internet, there is a photo surrounding the webs of this golf trip, this golf cart mishap. As you may know, Wilson gets mocked for ending his interviews by saying, "Let's ride. Bronco Nation, let's ride."
Damn it. You set that up perfectly.
Bronco Nation, let's ride.
Let's
Bronco
ride.
Nation, let's flip.
Let's flip into the bunker. Let's flip.
Oh, man. So if you know anything about golf carts and golf and how expensive just golf is,
everything.
Period.
Yeah.
Everything around golf is not cheap. It's expensive. That's the way the sport is for some reason. And
what was he doing? Did he not see it? Was he horsing around? Because lots of times you see people drunk on the golf course messing with these, which I always say, look, I'm all for a good time, but those people out there that are like jumping the golf, like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing? You disrespect. I mean, we can have fun without wrecking stuff.
Well, and what do you think too? Are you going to go back to the clubhouse and be like, "Oh, something happened"? Like,
it's
no,
never a good time back at the clubhouse when you do that. Ever.
No.
Oh wait, you know how much golf carts are now?
Not cheap.
Not cheap. They
Nope.
start at like $6,000.
Yep.
And that's 6,000. That's followed by 3 zeros. $6,000 or 4 zeros. All right.
Attaboy.
Thanks. But man, it just I don't understand. People hitting each other with golf carts. Have you seen those videos now?
Oh yeah. I don't understand. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So he flipped, and also too, they have a low center of gravity. Like it takes a lot to flip one. Do we have any details on this?
So other than golf carts in my time. I've done a lot of golf carts in my time. Not on a golf course. We've had golf carts at my parents growing up, and I tell you what, we've been through them.
Yeah,
so, I've torn those things apart. And flipping a golf cart,
you burn a house down with one.
Yeah, right. A lot of things happen with golf carts at the house. It's ridiculous. And I tell you, when you flip that thing over, 9 times out of 10, you're hurting.
Yeah.
You're hurting. My brother couldn't walk for a month after falling out of a golf cart that flipped. Same thing with another buddy. You never land good. You always have somebody land on you as well.
Or the golf cart lands on you. Yeah.
Just take it easy, man.
I'm interested to find out what happened, because look, there's some golf. If you're not familiar with the golf course, a bunker can sneak up on you. Okay, you can, even if you're looking at you know what I mean? Like, whoa, water!
You hit the brake and it's right there. It's like Jurassic Park where it's leaning over the edge.
Yeah,
get to the back.
Yeah, right. And Russell Wilson doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would get hammered drunk and try and jump a golf cart, but he's also in a weird spot right now.
He's in a weird spot.
He's in a weird spot. It seems like he went from everyone loving him to people like making fun of him all the time. Like
this makes sense. Absolutely. Him trying to hide his feelings with drinking and going golfing.
Maybe
just getting absolutely out of his mind drunk.
Not knowing the golf course, just Dukes a hazard in over the bunker.
Oh man. Back in
Wild,
high
dude.
school, there was a couple buddies of mine. They came back to school and they're like, "Man, got in so much trouble over the weekend. We drove the golf cart into the lake." I'm like, "How?
How?
How?
Yeah.
How'd you get it out?" And they're like, "I had to tow it out, man. It was bad. Everybody was pissed." Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you
Look,
moron.
they're made for certain areas. Water, sand, really not anywhere other than on the golf cart or maybe around. Yeah. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Well, I only golf like once a year. Just don't golf.
See, that is all the videos you see guys who go out on a bachelor party and they're all hammered drunk.
Yeah.
All right. And they're like, "Woo, let's jump this thing that we don't own and we'll have to pay $6,000 for. This is a good idea."
Yeah.
Now add Russell Wilson into it. Add Russell Wilson into it. Jeez.
Bob Hope jump this gap. I could spit over this gap. Come on, jump it.
Jumping in a golf
Gotta make
cart.
it 75.
All right. Well, remind me not to go golfing with Russell Wilson anytime soon.
Right, if you don't want a broken collarbone. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to end up in the bunker. Get in the bunker. All right. I like it. Anything else, or is that it? All right. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. All right. We'll go right into topic of the day here.
Get in the bunker.
Get in the bunker.
Sorry, trying to quit the cigarettos, and this is what I'm using to do it. And I don't even like doing this on camera.
Yeah.
Weird.
Do you even vape, bro?
Even vape. Oh,
Blowing some fat clouds, bro.
yeah.
All right.
What are we talking about right before the air? Oh, the boat. That's right.
Oh, yeah. We can talk about it later if you want.
Yeah, dude, he cranked on that thing for 45 minutes till the battery ran out.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I'm like,
Thank God.
The last thing I wanted to be doing was floating out in the middle of the lake at 200 feet on the phone with Coast Guard.
Yep.
Then everybody's pissed. I'll be honest with you, they handled it well. I was expecting, boat doesn't start, people start swearing and screaming and shit. They were both cool. They were calm.
I guess it's better having it happen there than, out like you said.
Sure. What's the topic?
What's something you spent a ridiculous amount of money on? Yeah, something ridiculous. Here we go. All righty. Good morning. 748 Brock Hunter.
What's up? What's happening? How you doing?
Don't forget to join us. We are streaming. Catch us on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Hi, Dill. Yes, look at that name. That's
that
great.
name.
Hi, that's a good name.
DILLDOUGHDILL or DOE.
Yeah.
What?
You know it.
What was it? Play.
Yeah, there you go. You know what they're saying. Let's see. Brandon said, "Hi, hey Brock, no more Miss Rachel. Hop little bunny, hop pop pop." No, there's Miss Rachel everywhere in my life.
Move on.
My daughter just goes, "Rachel?" It's like, damn it. No, Rachel's sleeping. Miss Rachel's sleeping. Anyway, yeah, join us like everyone else is. Yeah, she's dead. Look my child right in the eye. She's dead. You killed her. All right, we got to get to it. Your topic of the day, of course, brought to you by Sports 44. Try Sports 44 first for sporting gear, shoes, clothes, school spirit wear, equipment, and more. Located at 2605 South Cleveland Avenue in St. Joe. Sports 44, sporting goods for all 4 seasons. Your topic for today, we talked about things we spent a lot of money on, but today, more specific, what's the most ridiculous thing you've ever spent big bucks on. All right. Because there's certain things you buy and you're like, okay, yeah, I get the price. But what's the most ridiculous thing?
Well, my answer is, I guess, plural. Because it's continuous. I didn't spend it once. I spend it every cable.
Yeah.
Cable TV. You know what? So our cable like went down or it didn't work for like 2 days for some reason. And we have the box behind like our mantle thing, our fireplace mantle. So it's kind of hard to get to it. And so I just kind of let it ride for a few days. I'm like, I don't want to do it right now. And it just magically started working again. But those 2 days, it's not like,
yeah,
what am I gonna do? I literally watch one, maybe two channels. She watches LMN. I'll watch sports. Sometimes I'll throw on sci-fi, and maybe
you guys need to get rid of that cable. You do.
It's
because I'm tired of hearing you bitch about it, and two, it's not worth it. It's just not.
I'm pretty sure I'm not alone on this. I'm pretty positive that everybody gets their bill every month and they think the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't watch this enough to pay this much money. What?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is ridiculous. But they know, and they charge you just like 80% of it's for the internet, which you have to have. You need that. And the other 20% is TV. And you're like, I might as well just do the TV. Anyway. Way too much money spent on that.
I like that that's on there. So yeah, you just need to get rid of it at this point. All right. Ridiculous thing that you spend big bucks on. For me, it was a Paul Hornung jersey, a signed Paul Hornung jersey that I got from. It was more than one of the most legendary NFL players of all time. Green Bay Packer.
He's a Green Bay. So shut up. Yeah.
No, but Paul Hornung, though. Paul Hornung, no, he's one of the legendary NFL players.
Green Bay Packer fan. If you're an NFL fan,
it was
Paul
a big
Hornung's
one.
Probably just in the mix with all the other QBs.
You know what happened to? Oh my God, yeah. It's an investment. It's an investment, okay. But here's what happened, and I blame my wife. We were at a mall in Springfield, Missouri. She was shopping. She was taking a long time. I'm walking through. I'm like, all right, just call me when you're ready. I go past this place. It's got all this sports memorabilia. I'm like, oh, cool. I go in. I'm flipping through the jerseys. All of a sudden, I get to it in the Paul Hornung jersey, and I'm like, oh. And I look at the price, and I'm like, look, it's not bad. Like, it's not bad for what it is. I'm not telling you what I spent on it, but I spent more than that.
Damn.
So yeah. So for me, as a fan, like that was the first big purchase.
So how much did that hurt when I said, "Who's Paul Hornung"?
Not bad, because you're just an idiot. That's what it is. That's it.
Hey,
you ask most people, Paul Hornung is he's.
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah,
I've been around the NFL my whole entire life.
Look up Paul Hornung, and you'd be like, okay, yeah, Brock was absolutely
right. Why not
right.
like a Favre? Why not like a Rodgers?
He didn't have a Favre.
Well, save your money and find a Favre one.
Trust me.
It's like me having a God. I don't even know.
A Tom Brady jersey?
No, that's not the good example. It would be like.
And actually, you know what? Around here, a lot of people do know him because he went to Notre Dame. He was a Notre Dame running back. Yeah. So, hey, joke's on you, Hunter. Joke's on you.
No, quit trying to justify your Paul Hornung jersey. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to justify it. It's there.
$300.
Just a little bit more. Just a little bit north of 300. So you're close though. You're close. Yeah, and I just literally did not plan on buying it that day, but I'm like,
you do know you're getting around the price of what it's going to cost you for this e-bike that I'm trying to get you to buy. So you won't buy something that takes you places the whole summer and creates a fun time for your daughter. But you'll buy a Paul Hornung jersey that nobody knows that sits in your closet.
Damn right. And besides, this was like 6 years ago. Okay, this was like 6 years ago. So it's just already increased in value. So
has it?
Yeah, it has. Worth a lot of money. I mean, well, a lot of probably, but maybe a little bit more. He died in 2020, so it's definitely worth more. So I bought it before he died. So I'm obviously going to make money on this thing. Obviously.
It's a ridiculous thing. You spent too much money.
You know what? I'm never going to show it to you. You don't ever get to see my autographed Paul Hornung jersey. What else do we got here? We got some answers on Facebook. What's the most ridiculous thing you ever spent big bucks on? Jesse had a good answer. He said RC car. Spent hundreds of dollars just to have it break in 30 minutes.
Ooh. Is that ridiculous? No, because that seems ridiculously fun to me.
It's fun, but if it does break and you don't keep up on it, he said it broke. So I don't know. Like,
no, I'm into the hobby as well. I got two of them upstairs. Two
like,
of them.
Wait, like the legit like gas ones. I'm thinking like gas, like the big, like the racing
so
ones.
I don't get nitro because I understand how much work is involved with those things. I mean, it's hard enough. But the electric ones are faster. They're better, honestly. Gas ones are sweet because you get the smell, you get the sound. Yeah. You trade with them. Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, it is not cheap.
No,
it is not cheap to keep those things running. When you think about it, you're not taking the corner slow with an RC car. You're not hitting the jump with an RC car.
I honestly even think like whenever I see an RC car, and I'm going to try and justify it, say I'm buying it for my daughter now, even though she's not ready to drive it. That's for my daughter. That's awesome. For my daughter. She's going to drive it. I'm always like, God, that's a little more than I want to spend on this. Like, it's always just a little bit too much.
A little bit. You can get like the 1/12? I think it's a 1/12 scale. And you can get pretty cheap now. They're not as expensive as they used to be. Yeah. You get a brushless one too.
Jesse said he's got both of them, gas and electric. That's what he got. So what about this? Is there a big enough one, like a RC car that I can put my daughter in? Because I think she'd probably is there?
They have like 1/5 scale. Dude, you're driving a car, basically. Our buddy's cousin has one. Busted it out the other day. You got to pull start that thing like a lawnmower. And another thing, too, that thing flying around the yard. I'm like, if that thing comes and hits my ankle, my ankle's gone.
Oh, you're done. You're losing a leg. Done.
I'm getting hit by a car with nobody in it. That guy over there is controlling it.
Yeah, look, I'm on Amazon right now. I can get a low C RC truck, 1/5, 2.0 V2 4-wheel drive. That one's $1,500, $1,600.
There's a video on the internet of a guy who's like in the desert, and he has one. He's in a dune buggy, but he also has an RC dune buggy that his buddy in the passenger seat is controlling, and they're both ripping around the dude. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
That's amazing, man. But honestly, for $1,600, I've had vehicles that I've purchased for less than that RC car. Absolutely. All right. Well, I might be looking at that a little bit more. If I can put my daughter in one. A couple more answers here. Tim said car parts for a vehicle that should have been in a junkyard. Matthew said arcade games. What did you buy like a actual like what do they call the cabinet ones? Yeah, the cabinet ones. Yeah.
Or even just going to a place playing them. It's like $1.25 a game now, man.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Let's see. T. Pearson 34 said between all my consoles, games, controllers, I've got over 8,000 invested.
Damn, dude. That's like all the DLC content you buy for your games, and
wow.
You don't just buy the game anymore. That's just the start.
No, it's all the add-on. But again, if you're into it, man, I know it may seem crazy to some, but if you're into it, let's end with Matt's because this is great. Matt on Facebook said late 80s, early 90s. I spent almost $300 on a pair of those Oakley Razor sunglasses with the iridium lens. Owned them for about a month and then poof, gone.
How much did he spend?
About $300 on those.
Damn, dude, that's what they are. I mean, that's what they are now. Still, I got the fake ones. I just buy the fake ones.
We can tell they're fake. We know they're fake.
Nobody's ever said anything. Nobody's ever been like, those are fake. I just can't do it. They're gonna
actually. I should say to add on to my list too. In the sunglass realm, I did buy a pair of legit Ray-Ban aviators, and I can't remember like $175. I think I paid for them, and for sunglasses. But I mean the Ray-Ban. I'm like the Ray-Bans. Like I
got them.
No, you kidding me? Exactly. I lost those a long time ago. Yep.
Point proven.
No, I buy Marys from Amazon for $13.99. All right,
they look fine.
They look fine. Look good. So. Yeah, I'm maybe to say I haven't bought too many ridiculous things for big bucks, but there's a few on there.
What about golf clubs? Could that be an answer? They're ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, but they're not a ridiculous thing. You know what I mean? It's not a ridiculous thing to spend big bucks on. You know what I mean?
I use them a lot. I'm using them every week.
Yeah, yeah. If you'd say, let's say you spent like a lot of money on a golf club cover. Maybe if you spent like, that I would maybe count, but no, I don't think so. Hear that, wife, huh?
Yeah.
You hear that, bitch?
Because I want some golf clubs, man. I don't. She's like, how much are those?
You know what you say? You say, no, you don't worry about it. Get back in the kitchen. All right, that's what you say.
It's not gonna work. That's not gonna get me golf clubs, bro.
Yeah, you say, you know what, woman, broad, get out of here.
No, you don't. You see, that's why you don't have.
You say
you gotta sneak around and buy things.
You say you shut your mouth and buy these golf clubs and go make me a sandwich. That's what you say.
No, it's not gonna make it very far.
All right. Well, hey, put the billfold down. Okay, you don't need to buy that ridiculous thing. End of story. We're gonna take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Plan B Morning Show. All right. Well, that's going to do it for now. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We appreciate it. Have a good day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.